All right, everybody. How was lunch? How's everybody's morning been so far?
Pretty good.
Pretty good. That's good. All right, so today's the last day of September. We will be into October starting tomorrow. So you guys have made it. Grade cards will be coming out here in the next few weeks, I think the 17th. So let's buckle down here these last couple weeks and get our grades up if we've been slacking a little bit since midterms, okay? So today, we're going to continue along with the Salem witch trials, and we are going to be going over a crime scene investigation, right? CSI. And it's going to be based off of the Salem witch trials, right? And we already know we know why, or we know how everything happened, right? We're still looking for the why. And they said there were a bunch of theories, right? There's still a bunch of theories. Within this crime scene investigation, you will go over 4 theories today. You will go over 4 theories, all right? You will pick 2 of those 4 theories, all right? 2 of the 4 theories on what could have caused the chaos at Salem. So the background, we already know the players in the background really. It's 1692 and 1693. And more than 200 people were accused of practicing witchcraft. Real quick, how many people were executed? You remember? 20, right? 20 were executed, all right? And hysteria gripped the village. All of this started, why? Because of 2 little girls, right? And we don't exactly know why they were acting the way they were, just that they did act the way they were, right? What were some of those symptoms?
Screaming, complaining of being hit by pins and knives, covering their ears during worship.
Good. Convulsion. Good. All of these things, right? And we knew that this was a time that everybody was kind of blaming each other, right? They were pointing fingers at one another. Good. Well, we're going to continue to dive into this crime scene investigation. I will have this information up on the board. Myself and Mr. Neely will be walking around to help you guys too when you pick. So there's a couple different ways that you can do this. 1, when you get your packet, you have the classified information, and this is to read carefully through the induction to the case. You guys will now be detectives. But you guys can just slightly skim over that because we went over it yesterday, right? We went over everything that you're going to read in here yesterday. Now, we will go over the 4 theories quickly, all right? So you guys can have an idea when you get in your packets, right? Each theory will be present. How many theories do you have to have? 2. There are 4 total theories. You have to have how many? 2. And you pick. So theory 1, could a disease have caused the accusations? Right? They're thinking, if you choose to go with this one, it's going to talk about a certain fungus known as ergot, and it gets in wheat. What do you think what's wheat used for? To make what? Bread. Do you think that they ate a lot of bread back then? Probably, right? So that's the first theory, is that a fungus, an ergot, poisoned the girls. That's theory 1. Theory 2 is going to state, could jealousy have caused the accusations? Could jealousy? Well, remember when we saw the video clip from the TED Talk, right? Everybody was real close-minded. They closed their doors. Nobody was really friendly with each other, right? So in this scenario, you're going to see if people considered as one community, but there was quite a difference between those who lived in Salem Village, which is more of a farm town, versus Salem Town, which was more of like a city, right? You had poor farmers over in the Salem Village and the rich people in Salem Town. Yes, Mr. Tackett?
Oh, I was going to ask why Salem Village is over there and why Salem Town is there.
Well, Salem Town is right by the coast. This is where your merchants and a lot of the other richer people live. To go to Salem Village, it goes more inward because there's more farmland, right? And this will specifically talk about some of the issues that people had with Salem Village versus Salem Town. Okay? So if you choose option 2, it'll be jealousy that have caused the accusations. Theory 3, could strict rules have caused the accusations? Well, we know what happened? What did the Puritans cancel? Christmas. The Puritans canceled Christmas, right? So we can say that they were pretty strict, right? So were some of these strict rules that the Puritans put on, were they some things that could have caused the accusations, right? And then finally, when we get to option 4, theory 4, it is, could the strict adherence to their religion have caused these accusations? And we know that the New England Puritans church was the center of daily life, right? So we knew that strict adherence means the close following of the church, right? Because if they didn't completely give their life to God, they were probably more likely to be accused of what? Of witchcraft, being a witch. So could that have dictated? Okay, I will now pass out our CSI packets. Here's your theories. This is for you to keep and you to work on. Okay, you'll have to answer 8 questions total, 4 per theory. Again, how many theories do we have to pick? 2. We have to pick 2 theories. You have to answer 8 questions for 2 theories. Okay. When we're going through our theories, the answers are in the literature. Everything that you need to know is right there. Everything that we need to know is right there. And again, I will be coming around to help you. Mr. Neely will be coming around to help you. Now I'm giving you these CSI packets. You do not keep these. These are for the other classes as well. But this is where all of your information is. If you want, you can also team up into partners and work on this together. If you correctly choose to work together. If you guys choose to work together. You too. All right. So I will be coming around to help you once you've chosen your theories.
Let's go.
Okay, so if we're looking here, all right, we go, some historians believe the girls contracted ergotism, a form of poisoning caused by the ingestion of raw grain containing fungus known as ergot. So the first question is, what is ergot? Well, it's a fungus, right?
Oh, how's this?
Yeah, good, Jackie. That's really good. So it does. It requires a warm, damp condition to grow. How does it grow? And common grain right? Where does it grow? This. So we got to do one more thing. Where does it grow? What's that? Yeah. Yep. It's believed to grow in marsh-like conditions. Good job, guys. Right. And they